Om friends, I welcome you to our question and answer series of the channel Zazen Tarot Space. This is a very interesting question that has been asked. The question is by Mr. Ramesh Keshwani ji. He says that how do we interpret the colors that are there on the tarot cards? For example, there are bright colors and there are dull colors. How can we interpret these colors and tell them to the client? It's a very good question. And friends, how do we interpret it? That I will tell you. How do we explain it to the clients is not really needed, because clients are really interested in the overall answer. But of course, if you want to explain it to the client, you are most welcome to explain it to the client the same way that I am explaining it to you right now. So, what are the colors that have been actually used in our tarot deck? To begin with, white. White has been used, yellow has been used. You see a particular yellow. A certain kind of green we see. Now the green exists in two tones, a lighter tone and a darker tone. Then we see a brown, which is again in a lighter tone as well as in a darker tone. Then we see red. We also see a black. So these are more or less the predominant colors used across our Rider-Waite tarot deck. Now let us look at what each of these is signifying for us. White. Wherever you see white, friends, it is used only in places where they want to show purity. So for example, you'll see white in the hand of all the aces. Why? Because it is a new offer. They want to anything that comes up new is fresh and pure. So they want to show something pure. Similarly, if you see the doves, some of the flags, some of the ladies whom they want to depict to be having purity, that is in white. For example, the lady in the Two of Cups, the lady in the Strength card, the Empress card, then all the aces we've already discussed, even the Magician to a certain extent is wearing some bit of white. The High Priestess is dressed in white. So white is depicting purity. After that, we come to our yellow. Yellow has been used throughout the tarot deck wherever they want to show a happy feeling, happy, positive, sunshine, bright kind of a feeling. So where are we seeing yellow? Yellow, all the pentacles are yellow. Pentacles is about material success. All the cups are yellow. It is about emotional fulfillment. So all of that is yellow, friends. Then apart from that, we see yellow in rainbows. We see yellows in the sun card. We see yellow in all those areas. For example, cups, everything is bright and flowing and loving and happy. We see yellow. So when we see even the crowns and all, friends, like you'll see some crowns are yellow. So wherever they want to show something happy, even some stars, all of that is yellow. Sun, even golden if they want to show, or if they want to show, some people who are positive, or they are like, a bright new day. Like in the death card, you will see in front of the sun, the death is depicted by black on a horse, but that which is coming up new in the death card is in golden yellow. They want to show golden, but they've used yellow. So even where they cannot use directly yellow in any of the elements, there they have used it in the background. If you see, the background is different for different cards. So like in the Magician card, they want to show something happy, they've used yellow in the background. This may not be a rule, but yes, still, even in the Lovers card, you'll see the sun in yellow. So yellow, if you see a lot of white in any reading, then the cards are trying to tell us that either the character of this person is pure, circumstances are pure, situations are pure or innocent or naive or childlike or nascent. If on the other hand you see a lot of yellow, then the cards are trying to show us a very happy situation, carefree, sunshine in the life of the querent, happiness, positivity, glow, growth. Things are growing because everything that cups and pentacles represent, sun represents, all that also comes through. Now after white and yellow, the green that we have is a pretty much neutral color. It has been used more or less everywhere. It has neither any positive nor any negative connotations. Our swords are in this bluish green, but then again the sword by virtue of being that bluish green, it does not mean anything for us. The sword cards usually hold their meaning as per the other colors that are shown in the sword card. Then again, the light brown and the dark brown, the two tones in themselves do not have too much of a meaning. But if we were to compare the blues and the browns, then I would say I see the lighter and more positive colors in the more positive cards. But then again, we see blues somewhere in the negative cards also, or the depressing cards also. We see the browns also in some of the depressing cards. So it is very difficult to really segregate blues and browns. They don't particularly stand out in any reading or mean anything. But whites, yellows, yes. After that, red is also an important color which holds a lot of significance. Red has been used, friends, in different ways, not just in one way. First, it is used as passion, to depict passion. So you will see all the wings, they are red. For example, in Two of Cups, you see a red winged lion kind of a creature on top, which depicts passion because it is a love card. Similarly, in the Judgment, you see the wings in red. Again, in the Temperance card also, you see the wings in red because that is also depicting passion. Then you will see red in another way, that is to symbolize authority and dominance or domination. So all authoritative figures you will see in red. For example, in the Two of Wands, in the Three of Wands, the Judgment, the judge sitting in the Judgment card, even the Magician is partly white and partly red. The Hierophant, in that also the main figure, the central figure. In the Emperor is also in the red. So if you see a lot of red, look at whether more of passion kind of cards have come up or more of dominance, dominating authority kind of cards have come up, or a mix of both, because usually figures who are dominative are very passionate. Another important thing, friends, is that our wands are red, which again is the fire element, and hence because also they depict our karma and our again a sense of domination, dominance, passion, all that is depicted through our wands. So all that is again shown when a lot of red comes up. Apart from that, in a few places, red has been used to depict blood or destruction. For example, you will see in the Tower card or in the Ten of Sword card, where you will see a kind of, Another thing is, I missed out. Even in the Strength card, the lion, which is never red, is shown red because again the lion is representing passion. Similarly, in the Sun card, you will see the red is depicting happiness, which is a rare one-off kind of a thing. It is not used in any other card in that sense. So when red comes up, yes, red, again, one more card we missed out is the Three of Sword, where red depicts pain. So red is used to depict passion, dominance, kind of an authoritative figure, and sometimes pain and destruction. So it's a lot of things, and it is a very important color because no other color depicts so many things. So when you see it in a spread, just try and figure out if it is depicting more of pain or more of domination and authority, or whether it is depicting more of your passion, and you will be able to interpret accordingly. Last color, but again an important color, is the black color, friends. When you see a lot of black has been used for sadness, misery, unhappiness, depression, death, everything that is dark and black, inability to sleep, things breaking. So all the kind of cards that you will see for black, like the Tower card is black, that is death and destruction. Death card is black, that is death and destruction. The flag and the person sitting in the death card, it's all black. Then the 10 of sword, the 9 of sword, all that is dark and sad and black. Then some places you will see black, not too much, but it is still black. So okay, devil card is also primarily black. I missed out that card. That is also a very, obsession and a kind of a you're gripped and unable to move, that kind of a card. So these cards. Apart from that, you will also see black where it is not used predominantly, but it is still giving a very dark meaning. Like in the 7 of Cups, you will see the person in black because it is a card of deception. So black is a good color. They couldn't have used red for deception. Similarly, in the 5 of Cups, it is about sadness. So they've used black in the robe. Even the 4 of Pentacles, which is not a completely negative card, but it is also a card of greed. So they've used black over there. Greed, you can't use any color other than black for greed. Then another kind of usage of black in these spread, friends, is where they have tried to show the balance between the positive and negative, or the black and white, or the dark and light forces of life. For example, the Chariot card, where you will see one horse is black, one horse is white. Also in the High Priestess card, you will see in the background one pillar is black and one is not exactly white but beige. So more or less this is the way black has been used. If you see a lot of black come up in a reading, then either the person is very dark, depressed, or could, in certain cases, if you see a lot of negative cards like the Devil card and all, then you can also conclude maybe evil, which is not a good thing to say, but sometimes yes, it does come up. Some other evil cards come up which are not black, then also we can conclude that. Another thing, friends, is that in some places red has been used to depict nurturance, or you could say like in the Empress card, you see red on the robe of the Empress, which is about a motherly nurturance. Yeah, it's red flowers or red fruits, something like that. So in certain places you will also see red as a life-giving kind of a thing. Even in the High Priestess, you see pomegranates which are red and yellow on the the cloth behind the High Priestess. So a kind of a motherly touch is also, for that also some places red is used. So one more thing that I would like to tell you, friends, is that in the court cards, again, more or less court cards use almost all kinds of colors, and it is difficult to really find any particular color attribution in the court cards, because court cards are pretty much using all sorts of colors and they are not using anything in particular which signifies anything. But some places you will be able to see the same themes being extended, like if you see speed, or if you see passion on the card, you'll be able to see red. And in certain places, if you see black, then you know there's a certain kind of darkness to the card. So I hope you've understood, friends, the significance of the colors and how to interpret the colors in a reading. There's one more question which has been asked by Mr. Ramesh himself. That is how to read freestyle, without getting into spreads. How can we freestyle intuitively read the cards for questions? But this has already become a very long video and it gets difficult to upload such a long video, so I'm making a separate video for this question, friends. Friends, I will leave you with a very simple exercise for today, your homework for today. Pick up your tarot cards, pick up your tarot deck, spread out all your cards. Today, choose one color, select one color at a time. For example, let's say you select yellow. Pick up all the cards in which you're seeing yellow predominantly. Or for example, pick up black. Pick up all the cards where you are seeing black. Now, try and get a feeling of how the general theme of these cards is. So if you have laid out, let's say, all the black cards in front of you, what kind of a feeling are you getting looking at those cards? Then in some, you will be able to segregate further. For example, in red, when you've picked up all the cards with predominating red, or good chunks of red in them, then you can divide. Okay, passion, which are the cards with where passion has been shown through red. Where are the cards where dominance and authority has been shown with red? Where are the cards where pain and blood and agony has been shown with red? So try and segregate those cards in this manner, and then look at what kind of a feeling do these cards give you when you look at them, and then compare that, okay, this is the feeling I got when I looked at the white cards, this is the feeling I get when I look at the yellow cards, this is the feeling I get at the red cards, because this is a very good indicator when you're actually doing a reading, a spread. Then it is a very good indicator that, okay, what is happening in the life of the querent. I will leave you this with this, friends. And in the end of the experiment with this exercise, you combine and see after that, okay, if we have these 3 red cards which depict passion in a spread out of 10 cards, and then we have these 2 cards which are depicting purity using white, and then if we have these other cards which are all using black, then what kind of a disposition would this person have? Because there's passion, there's purity, and then there's black. Black could be showing sadness or negativity, whatever. Similarly, you could pick up maybe a combination of yellow and white, yellow and black, white and black. Make permutations, combinations, and see. This exercise will be fun for you, friends.